Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon. I'm back today with the Curse of Strahd episode 2, returning with almost all my players except for Sydney, who's feeling super sick, so wish her better. Got a big old headache, big old case of headache. So we are feeding her cans of dehydrated water, don't worry, and we're going to be going around a custom crew figuring out who we are and who we are playing today. Let us start with, let's get out of the way quick, Gareth. How you doing, dude?
Hello, I am a D&D sex pest, and I'm here to have some fun.
Wow. Wow, okay. That's, took it to a whole new level. I like it. Stealing my brand. Gareth, talk to me about Twig.
Twig is a weird concoction. He's basically a twisted version of Mowgli from the Jungle Book. He is a kid that grew up in the jungle alone. He lacks social skills. He has I think it was a 4 for charisma, so it's pretty terrible. But he got very lonely. He imagined animals talks to him. He survives off the land, and he doesn't really understand any of the world he's been put into. So he's kind of tried to cope, but he's still kind of a bit of a child.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Fate of Rem for 14 months. Holy shit. Let's go over to you, Rem. How you doing?
Doing all right.
Good.
I've had a bit of it's been a while. I gotta get back into this character.
Absolutely. Yeah. So let's talk about your character and help you get back in there. Talk to us about Hiram.
Yeah. Hiram Shanks is a lizard. It's okay. It's a lizard folk sorcerer. Level 2 now, I do believe. Yes. Let's change that. He's got like dark gray scales. Wears a big purple kind of duster coat made out of scraps of random kind of leather, big old kind of top hat. He's from the woods. He was raised by people, even though he is a lizard folk. So he's got kind of like that, like young Clark Kent in Smallville. Like if he has to help on the farm, he'd like haul the whole cart by himself. And he's kind of, let's say he's a good talker, but he just never thinks it through.
Nice. All right. Let's go over to Zippy. Zippo, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, how's it going? My name's Zippy Zippo, and I'm playing Oberon Glitleaf, who he was a ranger, but now he's a ranger warlock. Got that multi-classing at level 2.
Oh, baby.
Got that boosted. But yeah, I'm Zippy Zippo here on Twitch, and I do a bunch of stuff.
Ooh, I like it. I like the vagueness of that. Excellent. And last but not least, we have Sil Fulu with us today. How you doing, Sil?
Hi there, Will. I'm doing pretty good here. Just woke up, so it's all uphill from here. I am a Twitch creative streamer and a graphic designer and illustrator. And I'm playing Elia Golden Dawn. She is a wood elf cleric, and she grew up in a temple in the land of Aaron in Silvalinor. So, yeah.
Excellent. So, we should remind ourselves what happened last time in episode 1. It's been a couple of weeks, but now we're back. Sacks of milk in hand, dehydrated cans of water ready to go into tonight's episode once more into Barovia. So let's remind ourselves what happened last time. You guys ended up being dragged into the strange world of Barovia via Green Mist. Each of you had like a 10-20 minute origin story section which we talked about where you guys came from and how you ended up in a strange house being spoken to by a strange voice and a strange piece of paper which told you that the old ruler of Barovia, Strahd, needed your help because the child that was forgotten has been, ruling in his stead, and things haven't been going so well, apparently, according to this strange mystic woman. You guys all stepped outside, not knowing each other, being from different realms and places, and found yourselves at the top of this huge kind of crucifix of flame and fire, with Strahd von Zarovich on the cross, having been burned and just being a pile of bones at this point. Truly dead. The group of you realise this mystic woman was your only way out of here, really. You are trapped in this strange world, and the only way to get out of here is to kill this child who apparently rules over the realm of Barovia. So just getting to know each other, really, and deciding to go off to murder children together is really a strong way to bond people together in my own personal experience. So the group of you headed off into the town of Barovia and came across a strange church which had lights on. Inside the church there was a priest of the child of that was forgotten, that new ruler of Barovia, who went a little bit crazy when you guys decided to tell him that you wanted to kill the child. He brought down his child, a giant bat boy, along with a ton of other big bat creatures. You guys fought, and Oberon was mysteriously swept away by a wild magic surge to a different realm. In this realm, Oberon found himself in the Palace of Winter, where the King of Winter was ruling over with his staff, big Scottish guy, and a bit scary. A little bit of a necrophile, it turns out. And he told Oberon that he could get him back if Oberon agreed to take some of his power, which he did. Oberon then gained a level in Warlock, as he is now bound to his new greater power, I suppose. He was sent back to Barovia and was once again born out of a giant maggot that was hanging out in the church graveyard where Twig had been looking. Oberon has been vomited up, and that's about where we wrapped up last episode, on a rather strange note. Coming out of here, and you guys know that you need to find a way to destroy this child that rules over the realm. You're outside the church. Oberon's been vomited forth, and bad things, very bad things are in this place. So let's quickly remind ourselves what our characters look like, because it has been a couple of weeks. So let's start once again with Twig. What would you look like, Twig?
So Twig is a dwarf. He's quite well built. He carries just basically a log, a limb of a tree on his back that he uses as a weapon. He has looks really kind of basic trousers on, tied together with a piece of rope, and that is literally as much equipment as he has on him. He has uncontrollable dreads and kind of runs around on all fours still.
Fantastic. Elia, what do you look like?
Elia is a fairly tall wood elf. She has quite like coppery skin, but it's quite fair. Strawberry blonde hair, green eyes, and she carries around a shield with the symbol of Chantier on it, and she's got a mace, strapped to her side. She usually has her like holy symbol in hand, because she's quite often found in prayer to Chantier.
Absolutely. Hiram.
Hi, Will. So my character, Hiram Shanks, he is, like I said, a very tall lizard folk, more alligator in experience. I kind of based him off of a miniature I have of the Gatorman faction from the Hordes line. There's that. Focus is probably bad, but who cares? Yeah, he's 7 feet tall, dark gray scales, very, very just broadly built, with long flowing purple duster hanging off of him. He's got knickknacks strewn all over him, things that he thinks are magical objects, some that might not be, just trinkets here and there. A big purple top hat on his head. And he's usually found just kind of lurking in the back, or if not lurking in the back, up blabbering away.
Sweet. And last but not least, somewhat changed from the description of the first episode, Oberon.
So Oberon is a wood elf, a little bit different from most wood elves. He stands about 5'9". He used to have long brown hair that he had tied back in a sort of a ponytail, which is now streaked with various grays to whites. Still a little bit of brown, but more gray to white because of his new frosty nature. Protruding from his forehead were these two grand stag horns, which are now covered with a light like a light layer of frost. I feel like now that he has given himself to his new frosty overlord, a lot of his appearance has gone from the usual vibrance to more dull and frozen like hues. His horns aren't look a little bit blue, frosty. His skin went from an olive fair kind of skin tone to a more paler skin tone. His eyes are white except for the pupil. And he wears hide armor. He favors a bow, but he does carry a sword on his hip. And he is known through his realm as a ruthless judge of the forest.
Amazing. So we find our characters in the graveyard outside the church. And briefly, of course, you guys know how to interact with today's show. If you haven't followed, follow. Here is the tweet for you guys. Retweets and follows equal viewer decisions where you guys can screw with the party, as do donations there. Thank you so much for all the generous donations today. Already, really great way to support the channel. So, with that aside, let's move into the scene. And thank you so much to Tally for that 9 months. I appreciate that so much. So yeah, let us move into the scene. With the group of you surrounding Oberon, who has just emerged from the carrion crawler worm, which has just vomited him up, and he comes out with this strange kind of crystal blue aura to him and those changed eyes. And you see Oberon before you, very much a changed person, having only having disappeared for about 10 minutes or so. Returning with this strange aura about him, standing tall with this horrible maggot vomit just peeling off from his skin as the carrion crawler just begins to slowly, sluggishly pull itself away through the grave.
Well, that was not very pleasant. What are you all staring at?
What happened to you?
It's like a butterfly hatch kind of thing, you know, but creepier.
Where did you go? I was fighting the bats, and then all of a sudden I blinked back to the Palace of Winter. Did you guys return home as well?
No, we walked out of, and I turned that door. We walk out of that.
Yeah, we've been mostly here the whole time.
Then Big Maggot come and you inside it. How you getting Big Maggot?
Well, I wasn't inside a Big Maggot. I was inside of a luxurious white palace. How I became into this maggot is unknown to me.
This man very, very weird. This is not White Palace, no?
No, this is definitely not the White Palace of the Palace of Winter.
There's definitely some kind of foul magic at play here.
Well, what happened to your hair? Why is that maggot in there? And I start pulling at the white bits.
Ow,
Yeah, it's kind of frosty looking.
Ow. Well, I had a conversation with what seems to be the King of Winter. He said that he can get me home if I let him kind of piggyback on me through the land of Strahd.
Twig kind of gets a little bit more excited. Yeah, you take Twig home now, yeah. Twig come home too.
I think it's only a one-way ticket for me. But the next powerful being, and he puts his hand on Twig's shoulder, the next powerful being that we get to converse with that will make us a deal to send you home, I will definitely let you be the first.
Twig kind of just pulls on you one last time, like the first time you've maybe seen like him looking vaguely like a younger child. Like he opens his eyes. No, Twig won't go home with you. Twig just won't go home.
Oh, you want to go home with me? Well, I'll ask my new friend. Right.
Yeah, where is he? I don't see him. Is he coming in a different worm? Another worm coming out with him in it?
I kind of look around and just to see if there's any other giant maggots.
You don't see any. However, you have heard that voice speak to you in your head before.
Let's see. Winter King, hear my plea. Let me converse with thee.
It seems like the Winter King is conversing with you because Urban Lady donates £10. Wild Magic Surge is for the DM to decide. So let's give Oberon a Wild Magic Surge, and let's give Gareth a Wild Magic Surge as well. Not Twig, just Gareth. As you, we'll get to this here in a minute in what the if the Winter King responds. So it looks like Oberon got a 4-3-1-5. 4-3-1-5 reads. Okay, everybody roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Hot diggity.
Well.
And Gareth, Twig sprouts an ox horn from the right side of your head.
I imagine this is hideously painful, so
yes.
You hear a scream and a bellow. Sorry, headphone users.
I'm panicking, looking between this guy with antlers on his head and this guy with a horn on his head.
So, everyone's turning into things I eat. Oh God, what's going?
Right.
I run to Oberon. Winter King, tell him to stop. Tell him to
Oberon
stop.
can't reply because he's passed out, as has Elia. The two of you pass out. You guys see the bodies just slumped to the floor. And they seem to be like completely asleep, just knocked out basically. As for the two of you, you open your eyes after you've fallen over, and your hands are cold, freezing cold and wet. And you pull away your hands as you kind of look up, and there's condensation and moisture on it. As you realise that the floor all around you is frozen solid. It's almost compacted ice put together. And you look up and you see that you're in this wonderful palace once more. This fallen decadence surrounds you, frozen and captured in the very last moments of its once great time. And on the in front of you, about 15 feet away, you see a figure who has bright blue eyes, just like Oberon's, and a white staff. He's fairly old looking, but not decrepit by any means. He looks actually fairly kind of well built, and he calls out, "You called for me, Oberon, and I figured I'd bring you a friend this time." As the Winter King sits before you once again.
Oh, hello there.
You wanted to speak with me, so I figured it'd be very important for you to, have some company this time, After all, our last talk together was so very intimate and private.
Oberon kind of goes, yes. Well, I was wondering, what would I have to do? And he kind of like shivers at the end of that. What would I have to do to ensure the safe passage home of my compatriots?
Oh, your compatriots? Well, they weren't really part of the deal now, were they, Oberon? You see, our deal was between you and me. Now, if you all want to have a slice of the pie, if you will, and we can talk about that. Your friend is very beautiful, looks at Elia. Maybe you'd like to have some insurance as well, sweetheart.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting out of here, but I don't know.
Of course you don't. This is all very confusing. Let me iron a few things out for you. I am the King of Winter. Oberon has made a pact with me to secure his own safety, but he didn't include you in the insurance plan that I sold him. So, he made a bit of a wee mistake there, but it's okay because we can figure out our own deal together if you really want. You see, I've got a great deal of power. I can help you out. Because this whole Barovia thing, this is fucked up, right? The strange maggots, crazy priests, you don't need any of that. You need a helping hand along the way, no?
Well, yeah, but Shantia's gonna help me.
Who?
Shantia?
I have no idea who that is.
Fred, I've never heard of her, love. Is that a friend of yours?
She's a friend to all of us.
So she's some kind of goddess or some shit?
Yes, she protects us all.
Right, let me tell you how this whole thing works in Barovia. So, you guys come from the mortal plane, which are a bunch of gods and goddesses all wanking each other off having a great time, right? You're in Barovia. It's a different plane of existence. Your gods, they don't have access there. It's like a big old roadblock for them. There is one master in Barovia, the child that was forgotten. He used to be Strahd von Zarovich, but he's been fucked. Okay? Now, there are not gods and goddesses, but there are influential people like me, salesmen, such as myself, who sell insurance plans to others to make sure that they can have a easier time in Barovia. I'm a devil, sweetheart.
Well, I don't make deals with devils.
Oh.
I don't think Shantia would approve.
Oh, but everyone makes a deal with the devil at one point or another. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but the offer stands. I'm here to help whenever you need me. You can send that message on to your friends as well.
Alright. Well, I'm sure that we'll be needing your assistance because this place does not seem very wholesome, but
That's right, you see, the thing is, the key is battle the devil you know, right?
That's what they say.
Exactly. And where the sayings come from? Why, you're very gods themselves, so in a way, that is the will of your goddess.
Really? Shantia spoke to you?
Oh, I hear all sorts of things.
Wow, I haven't heard her voice in quite some time.
Like I said, it's because you're in Barovia. She can't hear you. But, via mediums such as myself, I'm just the middleman, you know. But this place here, this isn't in Barovia. No, we're in the mortal realm, so you can speak to her again when you're here. So, I tell you what, maybe I can find a way to get a conversation, a direct line, if you will, set up to Shantia for you. I mean, it might cost you a wee bit. These things aren't easy to keep open, you understand?
Yeah, long distance calling, it's expensive. Yeah, I would like to be able to speak to her again. Please, would you help me?
Of course, I would love to help you. So, here's what you can do for me in exchange for this mighty gift which I'll be giving you. So, these friends of yours, Hiram and Twig, I don't know much about them, but I'd like to keep a wee eye on them. So if every now and again you could just check in with me, let them know how they're doing, that would be great, because I'm very concerned for their well-being. You understand?
Yes, I'm too. I mean, they don't seem to be doing too well here.
Of course. We want to help them any way we can. So, I'll get back to you about Shantia. You do your work for me, and I'll come through for you, okay?
Yes, I understand.
Fucking amazing. Oberon, I like this one. Thank you for bringing it to me.
No problem. That's what I do.
Now
we're friends.
Oh, we are more than friends, Oberon. Much more than that.
Yes, we're We're best friends.
Partners in crime. So was there anything else?
Yes. What exactly did you do to me? And I point to the icy looking antlers and the white streaks in my hair. I mean, don't get me wrong. The look looks great on you, but on me it just makes me look like a zombie.
Oh, it's quite fetching in Barovia. Listen, you've got a few more powers now. Test them out when you get back to Barovia. You could do a couple more spells than you used to be able to.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll have to chuck them spells, as it were.
Exactly. Now, I think it's time for you both to fuck off. So, I'll be seeing you in your dreams.
All right, so
I can't say it was lovely to meet you, but
Oberon puts up a finger. You're not going to send us via Maggot again, are you?
Sweet dreams.
Oh shit.
The two of you awaken as Hiram and Twig, trying to wake the others up, see this much larger now maggot, which is once again heavy, as if it's just eaten a huge, meal, begins to roil and crawl over towards you, bringing its sluggish body smoothly over the surface of this dead ground over towards you. And once again, Elia and, for Oberon the second time, first time for Elia, you feel yourselves inside this warm maggot belly roiling with this gross, sick, acidic vomit and other chunks of flesh and dirt which this creature has eaten through, that you are covered in. And you feel it pushing you outwards, moving, heaving rhythmically as it spews you out into the ground, and you are once again born into Barovia at the at Twig and Hiram. And you guys see their previous bodies where they were unconscious. They just sink into the ground.
Son of a bitch.
You
Damn.
gotta quit doing that.
It's not my fault. It's the Winter King. He has some kind of hard-on for upchucks.
Look at my head. What is this?
Oh, that's a horn.
Why you do this to my head?
No, it wasn't him. It would be all frosty. That looks like someone you pissed off.
No, you did this. You did this, and I start shaking. What'd you do?
Hey, stop it now.
Hiram's gonna try and push him apart.
Wait. I can fix this.
You better fix quick. I don't like it.
The kid's going a little crazy now. You didn't
All
do
right.
it.
Twig, you can roll a wild magic surge. Garrus wild magic surge.
1693. I forgot how to read numbers just for a second.
That's okay.
Just for a second.
That's okay.
Like, wow, that looks like an upside down G. What's that?
And thank you so much to Juno Killer, donating £6. Nat 20s for Twig and Hiram. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you, God.
Thank you very much.
1693. Let me get this wild magic surge table up here to see what else may happen to you, my friend. 16.
So it's an ox horn, yeah?
It is an ox horn. You believe as well, now, that you believe that you'll be immediately immolated if you use any kind of magical fire. Like, that includes holding any, weird torches or anything like that. You're pretty good.
I've now just got a fear of fire.
Fear of fire, pretty much, yeah.
I'm going to go for any fire that I'm completely, terrified of.
Nice.
How do I fix this? Tell me.
Well, I don't know. There seems to be a lot of ice power going. Maybe if we balance it out with something flaming, and I like a firebolt. Oh
no! Twig, no like flame. No flame near me.
No. It's something much more simpler than that. And it's like we used to do this with our young when the antlers would come in crooked like a tooth. And I grab hold of the ox horn and I pull out my sword and I start trying to hack through the ox horn.
Ow, are you gonna let him do that?
Like, does it hurt? Yeah.
Yeah.
I go for it for a second, and then as soon as like the blade touches me, I scream, "No, don't like that either!"
Hey, it's either the blade or the fire kid. You just gotta calm down now and take your pick.
Look, Twig. If we had a hacksaw, this would be 10 times easier.
Anybody got a hacksaw? I storm off into the.
What is hacksaw? No.
Hey, you!
We gotta saw it off, and then what we do is we take a grinding stone and we grind it against your head. It files it down for several months.
I go over to Elliot. No, these not help me. You help me, yeah. You get rid of this. You speak that to lady voice you were speaking to before. She fixes it. You say she good.
She doesn't deal with this kind of unnatural thing. This does not seem like the natural order of things.
It's ox natural.
Yeah, it shouldn't be on your head, that's for sure.
You're not an ox, is her counterpoint.
You say your lady powerful, yeah?
Yes, but apparently
but why does she fix
she does not seem to be able to find this place. This place is not somewhere where she can see, so
lady get lost, she not that powerful.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Got me, yeah.
Did you... Oberon stops and looks over at Elia. Did you just forsake your god? Did you literally just forsake your god? Do you know how dangerous that is? She might have connections.
You took her name
taking
in
blackguard labels.
Oh god. Okay, Urban Lady, thanks so much for the donation. So this is great.
Just a little boy with an ox horn.
With an ox horn
who
on
lived
his
in the
head.
forest just managed to completely ruin your faith.
Yeah, she's a bit confused at this point. Just like, oh god,
what's
going on?
As you guys descend into shenaniganry, you see a figure coming over towards you from the kind of graveyard area. He's a figure kind of clad in these filthy, dark black robes, carries a spade with him, and seems to be the local sexton or gravedigger of the church. Has approximately 2 teeth and smells terribly. And says,
Hey, is everything okay here? Looks like you got a case of the ox horn head. Looks pretty bad.
You know what this is?
Yeah, oh yes. I can fix that if you need.
Is it contagious?
No, not contagious.
How do you fix? You use...
Well, you can come with me back to my place. We got some guys there. We can help sort it out. We do all this kind of shit all the time.
Oh, okay. And I start following.
Okay.
Twig, let us come with you.
He fixed my horn and he don't want to cut me or use fire. We go with him.
All right.
That's right.
We'll let you choose. You're the one with the weird ailment.
Wait,
I mean, I'm not gonna kill man in the castle, or the church. I not kill the man in the church for no reason like you did. I still not forgotten that.
Wait, you killed the guy in the church?
He did, and I point to Oberon.
he looks at Oberon.
Yeah, he did it.
He looks at Oberon and he comes towards him and gives him a big hug.
Oh my! Holy, you're the best. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate you.
Oh, please. No, it was nothing. Now, if you could direct us where the child that was once forgotten was.
Right, you guys wait. You guys, God, what's the name for them? Not the Avengers. No, not the,
Exterminators? Exorcists?
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm Twig.
Oh, okay, no, it's not that either. I'll think of it in a minute, but... Harbingers?
Yes, we are the Harbingers. Oberon just agrees. Like, yes, that sounds like something we are.
You're the ones in the holy books? The disciples?
I look over at Shantia. Do you have a book?
Yes, I pull out my book to show him.
And I point to the book. There we are. A holy book for disciples. We are the harbingers.
You guys, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, you guys are the ones that are going to kill a child of the Forgotten, yeah?
Yes.
And free us all from this stuff?
Well, we're going to try.
Okay, you guys gotta come with me quick, because it's only a matter of time before I get here.
Who's they? What you talking about?
He looks around him really nervously up into the skies.
He's got spies everywhere watching us. This place isn't safe. Come with me. Come with me.
As a wood elf, I say that I know exactly what it's like to have a force full of spies. We better go with him.
So, Elia, as you forsake your god, you can roll me a wild magic surge from Runkle Plays Game.
Oh goodness. Okay.
I should just keep this table up permanently.
Roll 1d. What is
And
it?
Rem, if you could roll a wild magic surge from Refix, thanks so much, dude. You guys are way too generous with the donations today. Super appreciate it.
I'm a wild magic sorcerer, so
I've
I
only
actually
got...
think they're just generous enough.
I think that's a quite
Just enough.
fittingly pretty number for it. 6996.
6996.
Yeah. Your bones are weightless, Elia. You now...
I'm not quite sure how to interpret that.
You've
they
lost...
feel weightless, or they literally are weightless?
They are weightless. You've lost a lot of weight suddenly. Like, I don't know how much bones in the body weigh, but I'd imagine they weigh quite a bit.
A fair bit, yeah. I mean, my skeletal system is still there, so I can still hold myself
Oh yeah,
up,
yeah.
right?
It's just doesn't weigh anything, so you become like a lot lighter.
Oh, that makes her faster.
yeah, according to Google, bone weight consists of about 15% of a person's total body
Oh,
weight.
there you go. So you're 15% lighter.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I
Weird.
guess I suddenly feel like I'm like almost floating. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that does something to
Whoa.
your dexterity.
Maybe. Rem, if you could roll a second wild magic surge as well from the monthly sub.
Oh man, my sister's getting antsy. She's the source of all my power.
Oh, nope. That's
Oh,
not it.
you did
Oh
not
no,
want
God,
that.
don't do that. Everyone does that, and it makes me go, oh.
Yeah, my heart can't take it.
Oops, I didn't put a D in there. I put just
Oh,
little 10,000.
gotta put a D in there.
I know, it's story of my life.
Oh, wow. So, the first one is Elemental Summoned in Caster's Presence, Weep Until Dismissed, which is going to be really interesting here in just a few seconds. And then 4538?
Yes. Oh, it's 4534.
34. There you go. Are you wearing armor, Hiram?
No, because I get a bonus to my Dexterity Modifier as a lizard folk. I am wearing a purple leather duster.
You are hurled into the nearest river.
Oh, good! Ah!
Which, luckily for you, isn't too far away. It's 20 feet away as you're coming across a babbling brook of fetid, stagnant water that you just, like, you're launched out through the air towards and land with a splash.
Yeah.
Just drinking in this, like, disgusting water.
Oh God, oh, this is just a bunch of nasty water. This is just like normal for me.
The gravedigger who's with you begins to weep. It's so sad.
Are you all right, Gravedigger? I know he was just hurled into a river, but he's fine. I promise.
He's inconsolable.
Oh, come here, you strange little man.
He comes into you and solemnly begins to cry his way over out of the graveyard and back into the town. He, still crying, leads you to a house, which looks like it's fairly deserted. And he, from his filthy robes, finds a key and opens the door. Inside, you see that there are several other figures in the darkness here, around a table, who look up. They've been playing cards in the darkness, and you can see why that they don't need any lights, because their eyes flicker a yellowish colour as they look over towards you, the sign of their dark vision. They're pale individuals, almost ghostly pale, and there is a woman with long bleach blonde hair, a man. By the way, they all appear to be fairly human. A man with slightly more spiky, dark black hair, and a younger boy who is just starting to it's got like kind of just about pubescent beard hair kind of thing going on. And they all kind of shoot their yellow eyes over towards you, and the gravediggers, we're here. God. And he closes the door. This place should be safe for you all for a little while at least. I gotta go. Guys, they've got the horn thing. And he heads out, leaving you inside of these people. The woman looks towards you with a raised eyebrow, specifically looking at Twig. She says, "What are you doing here with that strange horn of yours?"
I think the same thing. I don't like being engaged. This place, I don't like being in here.
Wait, you are the disciples?
Yeah. What are we, disciple Oberon? Oberon, are we what they say? Oberon.
Hold on, I'm trying to get over the fact that all their eyes are glowing, and I look at them, and I'd like to inspect to see if they seem undead.
Oberon wants to know why your eyes are glowing. You just ask. Save time.
Oh, all right. Yes. Yeah.
She raises an eyebrow. How do we put this lightly? Yeah, we're not alive.
They're not. What? What? You fucking dead? What?
We are vampires. Well, vampire spawn.
Twig steps behind Oberon. I don't know what they are, but I don't like them.
They're blood-sucking creatures of the night. We've had many of them stalk the Great Wood. He looks over at the, it seems to be the leader, and kind of gives her like a sneer. Yes, we're the disciples. We're looking for the child once forgotten, and my comrade Twig here does seem to have an ox horn coming out of the side of his skull. We were told that you could help.
Ah, yes. Let me straighten that out for you. And she comes over towards you and places a hand on the other side of your head.
No, I don't like to be touched. No.
I'm going to have to if you want this sorted out.
How I know I trust you, you glowy eyes?
We're undead and we haven't tried to kill you.
I'm Twig and I haven't tried to kill you either.
But we know who you are. You're the disciples. If we wanted to kill you, we could have done now, or at least we could have alerted the child about your presence, but no.
I'll kind of say, no one be touched. Leave me alone.
I put a hand on Twig. Twig, if she tries anything funny, they will be dead before they harm you.
She smiles at that.
When they said they're already dead.
I will kill them again. These are the people that I know how to kill. The undead are my forte.
I kind of walk around a little bit more. My friend's gonna kill you, and I kind of put my head up so she can reach me.
She grasps the other side of your head, not the horn. And roll me a d6.
Oh no. 2.
You take 2 damage as a second ox horn is pulled out from your head. And you are now even. And she cleans her hands. There you go. All straightened out now. Much more even. Symmetrical.
I'm there in shock and pain, and I'm. Well. You kill now. You kill.
What?
And I pull the stump off her back. Okay, I have to kill you now. Why do you do that?
You said you wanted it fixed. I fixed it for you. It's even now.
Look at me!
I stand back like as if I'm looking at like a wonderful piece of art. And I say, you know, Twig, now that you have 2 horns, do you know what you could do with such magnificent additions to your skull? You could gore anybody. You could headbutt somebody and literally take an eye out. Or the entire face. It's completely up to you.
A milk cow! Now I look like one!
Maybe a ram?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a ram.
Listen, you better talk to me. Why are we here? What do you want with us? How we get home?
Well, I thought you as the disciples would have some kind of plan how to defeat the child.
Yes. We're going to go right through the front door. We're going to go up to the child, and we're going to spill its blood all over the steps of his throne.
You know
that's my plan.
That can't work. Everyone's tried that, and everyone's died.
Ah, well. Maybe there's a back door.
I can see you're going to need some help with all of this, you poor lost souls. Well, first of all, I suppose introductions are in order. My name is Catelyn. This here is my friend Khan, and his son Bryden. And the 2 male vampires like nod in unison. I'm the brains of the operation here that are Brawn. So, you need our help, it would seem, once more. She looks at Oberon as if suddenly noticing something. What's wrong with your eyes?
I made a deal with the Ice King, the King of Winter, the Ice Blood.
Right. Well, good luck with that. Now, the town of Barovia and all of our realm is under the command of the child that was forgotten. But now, of course, rules in place of our former leader who, well, we cursed at the time, but we did not know just how bad things could get. When Strahd was killed, truly killed, his form released millions of trapped souls out into the world. They were freed to go to whatever place they desired. But the problem was that for true rest, that was never an option for them. Because, well, you see, there's something of an expiration date on heaven and hell. These souls were trapped here for millennia. And, well, some of them held some bad feelings towards having been trapped so long. They were released back into the mortal planes, and others, leaving us behind, those of us who had no soul. Undead. Most of those left here are those who can never truly see any form of rest, let alone be released back. And now that the child rules over us, well, there is far worse practices than there ever were before.
Right. So you would like us to lead a revolution?
Sure, if a revolution could be successful, although that is what happened years before. The problem is that, well, the child will bear no other ruler, no other undead. Wishes to live alone in this world. Rid every other spirit, every other being from this place. That means even we, once his children, his spawn, birthed in the castle of Ravenloft in blood and torment, even we are hunted by him now. His riders come for us. They take everyone away that they can, and we are left here, hiding.
So what would you suggest that we do?
You do not have any kind of plan, then I do not know, for, well, it says in our text that the disciples will be harbingers of a new age. But by the looks of you, by the sounds of things, you don't even know where to begin. The child is no vampire, no mere undead construct. It became something else. I'm not really sure it's even a he anymore, more than an it. It's an embodiment of all that was done wrong in this place. Everything that happened here that was, well, evil.
Let me understand. This child, he frees souls? Why that bad thing? Trap things are not good. Why souls not deserve to be free?
Everything deserves to be free, but some of these spirits have been kept so long in this place of dread that they have been turned from what they truly were once. They have become something other. Haunted shades.
Oberon turns to Twig. When something dies, and the spirit of that creature or being is tormented or left to brood in its own anger and hatred, it goes from being a ghost of that one person into something more sinister, more like a wraith or a revenant. They become spirits of death and destruction. You understand?
Twig knows if he captive, if he not free, he get angry as well. So if we trap these souls again, they get more unhappy till they released again, and it gets worse and gets worse and gets worse.
Exactly.
How we know you on the good side? Why? How you know you're not trying to trick us and trap these things again?
She kind of shrugs her shoulders. I don't have an answer to that. My intentions are good. I may be a creature of evil, but the suffering has gone on for too long. Things only have become worse. If you're the disciples, then it is said that you will bring back our old ruler, Strahd von Zarevich, for he will be able to defeat the child. But to summon his spirit once again, you would have to find it.
We see his body. It burned. His body flamed when we came in.
His mortal remains have no power left in them, but his spirit will still exist, trapped here in the realm somewhere.
How do we find it?
There is a doctor. Someone with vast knowledge. Great understanding of the spirits. No friend of ours, but make no mistake, one of the last mortal souls left here. If you could find him, speak with him, the may know where the spirit of Strahd still lives. And then it would just be a matter of retrieving his soul and placing it in a mortal host.
I see. Oberon steps back and he thinks to himself. It's like Winter King, and he's trying to call out with his mind.
Yeah, you hear the voice. Oi!
We're looking for a doctor who knows a thing or two about the spirits of the undead, as well as we're looking for the spirit of Strahd. Do you have any advice where we should start to look?
Let me have a minute to focus. Powerful spiritual emanations are coming from the east. I'd wager that was your direction.
All right. Well, the sooner we find Strahd's soul, the sooner our contract will be fulfilled. So,
of course.
Right. And I look over at the female vampire and I say, well, the doctor seems to be in the eastward direction. I guess that's where we're going to start.
She nods, Kayla nods, and says, very well. Not sure how you know that, but you all are disciples after all.
Of course, it's our divine senses. Yes. He lies.
Yeah, she smiles, revealing her fanged teeth. Well, is there anything we can do for you?
Yes, keep an ear to the ground on the movements of the forgotten child. No, not how to track him, but his followers, the riders. Yeah.
I will try.
Good. If you need to contact us, and I pat my body for a speaky stone that we got.
Yes. Yes.
And I pull it out and I say, "Do you have one of these?"
She nods and goes into a chest and pulls out a similar stone. Yes, let's attune them to one another so that we may contact each other.
Right.
This
How
is like,
do we do that?
This is like, give me your number. She basically presses the two stones together, and they kind of fuse with the same black energy. There you go.
Oh. Huh. Well, here I thought there was going to be some elaborate ritual, but that seemed really easy.
They're built for convenience.
I stick it back into my pocket. Right. Well, if you hear anything, just contact us over that. I look at Elia, Hiram, and Twig, and I say, "All right, get your affairs in order. We leave eastwards as soon as possible."
Oh, I thought I was still in the river.
Were you? I thought.
The door kicks open. Hey, anyone in here got a saw? Oh, hi guys. Now I'm here.
Well, Hiram, it seems that Twig is going to keep his horns. They may become very useful.
Need to get two saws? Oh, no, you're right, yeah.
Well, we found out that we must go see a doctor about a spirit of Strahd, and use his spirit to take down the child once forgotten.
That is not the strangest thing that's happened since I've been here, so...
yes, I was puked up by a maggot twice.
This sounds like a very plausible plan that I think we should acquiesce and set forth to finish as soon as possible.
Right. All right, Twig, Elia, Hiram, do you have any other business to attend to?
I kind of point at Caleb. I not forgotten what you did. I get you back. You understand that this must not stand.
Yes. I'm sure you can get it fixed with a good doctor.
No, we not even at all. And I kind of do the eye thing, and like I back out of the room, but staring her down the entire time.
Yeah. She glares back.
And I walk back through the door, and my horns catch, and I'm like, have to turn out.
Have to go in sideways. Yeah.
You like walk past the door frame, and you kind of go back.
Yeah, I see you still. Yeah. Anything else people want to do with Catelyn and her vampire buddies? Anything at all?
I imagine Hiram's probably a little weirded out by them and just, I don't want none of this, that voodoo nonsense in my life. I'm just gonna skiddy on out here real quick. Y'all have a good day. Take care. Thanks for fixing my friend. Yeah.
You're welcome.
He just shuffles out as quickly as a giant, massive alligator man can.
She looks at Elia as you guys have left, and she says, "Be careful with those, and be careful with yourself. I can tell that you're some kind of priestess, maybe?"
Of a sort, yes.
Yes, whilst your presence is abhorrent to me. By nature, I would warn you that you should be careful with gods and other beings in this place. For your goddess is not here.
Yes, it does seem Chantier is hard to reach here. She just backs out of the room like, I don't want to be anywhere near these kind of, like, the entire time she was kind of just cowering in the corner going like, oh god. Like, yeah.
Okay. You guys find yourselves outside together as a group.
Right, so we need to maybe set up with some provisions. If it's going to be a bit of a long trek, we might need to just get ready. But I don't really know.
Twig finds things. We be good. We have maggots. I have pockets full of maggots. Twig knows where to look. We go. I don't want to be here any longer. Twig want to go home.
Oberon says, yes, Faustus, as I'm dubbing him. I'm going to name him Faustus because he doesn't tell me his true name. Faustus says that the doctor is located eastward.
Listen, Oberon, I not forgot. You tell me you have my back, and you do not have my back.
Twig. And I bend down and I look at him. You have to realize when something is useful and when something is just dead weight. Your horns can become incredibly useful used in the right way. I can teach you hornjitsu. It is the martial arts of my people.
I punch you in the face. I just sock you and cold cock you in the face, and I turn around and I spit on you and then walk east.
I move over to Elia.
What happened in there when I was gone? They seem to be mighty ornery, feeling to one another.
Well, the vampire seems to have given Twig a second horn.
I was going to ask about that. That makes sense.
To even it out. And it seems that we are now working with undead. I'm not quite sure. This is all too much for me. I just want to get out of here.
That sounds like a reasonable trick to take now. So maybe if we should next time they get to be in a scuffle, we should probably just pull them apart a little bit and let them simmer like a good gumbo stew, if you do dare say.
Yes, that seems like the only thing we can really do.
What you can think about is the vomit maggot when he says gumbo stew.
Just like pukes up.
Yeah, that was a little. All right, so go ahead.
Oberon picks himself up off the floor, like rubbing his cheek. Look, you have horns. Do you understand? If you headbutt somebody, you're going to do tons of harm.
I pull him to the side. Oberon, listen. He don't even have clothes, so I don't think horns is going to make him feel any quite better. If anything, it's just going to get in the way of him digging around in the dirt because they can just get caught around a lot. So
I need to show him. I need to show him how useful horns are. And I look over at Twig. Twig, look at me. Look at me, Twig.
You done with looks now. Me no waste looks on you.
Now, Twig, he's being very genteel with you right now, and we're being nice, professional, cordial with you. So you just hit him.
Twig just won't go home. Twig do not want any of this shit no more. I put up with this bullshit. I go in cages. People live in cages. I do not like. I live in forest. I just want to go back my forest. I want to find my cave. I want to sleep.
All right.
All this place. You used to this. You used to people. Twig don't have this. Twig have animals who are friends. Twig have sun in sky. No sun in sky here. This is not my place. These are not mine. I just want things back to normal.
All right.
I have nothing, and what I did have is taken from me. Understand that.
Oh, I understand. I understand completely. My great wood is gone. My 3 palaces, my friends, my family are all gone.
Me no mention your stupid hair.
mention your stupid accent.
Oh, no. Hold on now. Let's quit talking about funny people talking now. Listen here. From a place where we don't settle our differences by just insulting people. I mean, well, we eat them, but it's... Now, if we're going to go east and find this here doctor, we got to get a little, get some, air out. So, Twig, I know that you've been very vocal in your feelings about your situation. And to get out of this said situation, we have to work together. And I'm sure you know. So, if you want to get back to your place, we have to, like I said, not fight with each other, not punch anyone in the face, not smack anyone with horns, not get swallowed up by any more grubs, and if you see one, tell me so I can get the hell out of the way, because this shit's nasty. Now, I want you two to shake hands.
Fine.
What is this?
I extend a hand. Grasp my hand.
I held on to it the wrong way.
Close enough. And I shake Twig's hand, which I think he just like leaves it limp, so it goes like this. Close enough. All right.
So just to interrupt briefly here, is we have had a viewer decision. Trigger, you guys are gonna get to decide something which happens next. We need a Gribbly. We need there's some bad shit in Curse of Strahd, right? So underneath this line here in chat, what I want you guys to suggest to me is some ideas for some of the Child That Was Forgotten's minions. So, what horrible thing finds them on the road? Or maybe doesn't. Maybe they find it. Either way. We'll get that rolling here in just a few moments, and I'll let you guys pick up from there. So you guys just want to head out straight away towards kind of easterly directions?
Well, did we rest from the last encounter we had?
No.
I don't recall.
No,
we did not.
You may have taken a short rest. May have taken a short rest.
Yeah, we've taken a short rest.
Okay, yeah. That's right.
So, we could probably take another rest. Make sure we have the provisions. Oberon will want to kind of keep off of like any like well-used roads. He'd probably lead you guys through the forest. He knows kind of the forest stuff.
I'll also spend some time as an outlander. I can find food for a fair amount of people. So I imagine it's kind of maggots and grubs and nothing particularly that people would want to eat. And I'll make sure I keep a little pile of the really nasty looking maggots that are going to be Oberons.
Nice.
So I'm going to passive aggressive from that one.
I like it. So, Oberon, as you lead them towards the east, why don't you roll me a survival check?
Sweet. Okay. Survival. And I do get a bonus for it being my favorite environment.
Nice.
17.
17 is pretty damn good. Then we get this last angry mother-in-law. That'll be that one there. So we're going to start the poll. We got 4 options. At the top is Hellspawn. On the right is Mother-in-law. IL for in-law. At the bottom is Zom Owlbear, which is the closest I could get to Zombie Owlbear of the limited amount of characters I had. And on the left is Undead Cow. You guys, all you have to do is click on the screen, and you got your vote shall be counted. So, we'll leave that running for a couple of minutes, and as Oberon leaves the team heading towards the east, out into quite marshy, boggy territories. So, you notice the ground go from cobbled, paved streets, Barovia, these kind of empty, dark streets with only a few kind of lost souls wandering around them, out into total emptiness away from any form of civilization. You leave Barovia behind you fairly swiftly. And after the best part of 2 hours, it's completely out of sight as you head into the dark woods once more. The woods themselves have all sorts of lovely creature noises that seem to be following you, it seems like. Or maybe it's just your imagination that they're following you. But strange wolf howls echo out in the night. The odd slithering snake will pass by, and you realise it's not just a snake, it's got 2 heads on it. You see some kind of strange squirrel creature hopping about in the woods, but it can fly like a bat with black wings, membraney wings that kind of swoop through the forest around you. Very disconcerting, these odd signs of wildlife. And once again, you see one of those weird, free-eyed frogs jumping out towards you and over your feet, skipping underneath the big, feast on the forest floor, which is essentially just mealworms, maggots that seem to be writhing underground there. Oberon, however, is managing to stay to the path fairly well. This is something that you'd know to probably do in a place like this if you've got no clue where you're going. It's best not to get lost out in the woods somewhere you don't know. And after the best part of 3 or 4 hours, you hear a sound from somewhere out there.
Could someone check Twig?
I look over at Twig. Nope, he's still a dwarf. All right. Well,
okay, good. He's gonna be very pissed if he got anything else. If he got some udders.
I look over. I looked at Twig's nipples and I said, "Well, you can't milk those."
You know, even try.
Yeah, dream on, lover boy.
Even if you could, I don't think I'd want to drink it.
Oh gosh. All right. Oberon kind of hops up into a tree and starts to see if he can scout out where the noise came from.
Yeah, roll me a perception check, and anyone else looking can do the same.
Oh, what kind of check?
Perception.
Okay. Sniff.
I got 16.
I got a 7.
Nice.
Wow. That was so bad.
So bad.
It's so bad.
Yeah. I see, pretty good. You know that it's headed, it's going to be on the path ahead of you, think, round a corner.
Oh, okay. I smell this. There's this weird sound, and I can smell it. It's going to be ahead of us, guys, so do we want to, like, prep up, like, you know, get ready or something, do like a cool pose, or, what have you?
What is pose? Let's just go find out what it is. If it's angry, we kill it.
Yeah. And I pull out a bow and I kind of like knock an arrow into it, and I start like moving amongst the tree branches towards the sound of the cow.
As you do so, and you begin to, you guys want to kind of sneak your way over there? Not go too obvious. In that case, you guys can roll me stealth checks.
Okay.
We'll do a kind of group stealth check, so if most of you succeed, then that's good.
Yeah.
I got 19. I think it's about 50-50.
Got 21.
You take the average.
Okay, so let me go here. So we go 19, a 10, a 21, and a 7. It's pretty good. So you guys managed to sneak through the bushes of the forest towards this heavy, kind of heavily sort of, it almost looks pregnant cow, which is pretty large, and it's completely disease-ridden. It's like coated in this green filth, similar to that maggot that you guys were inside, and it's like on its like stomach, I suppose. Really, like it looks super uncomfortable, kind of lying down. It's just fallen. It looks like, and it's got these like broken legs as well, like horribly twisted and broken, and it's just crying out in agony. And this is the kind of moan of a creature that's dying but isn't dying quick enough, it's dying in absolute agony. and you see that something is moving from within its like heavy, pregnant belly.
I'll kind of put my club back on my back and I'll run towards it and kind of crouch in front of it and attempt to kind of comfort it a little bit. Well, guys, what is wrong? It's in pain. It's in pain. And I kind of crouch towards it and start stroking its face.
Well,
we put it out of, because when a cow or a bull got hurt back on the farm, we'd take it out back, and we had early steak.
I look at the cow and I said, "There's something moving inside of it." I say we kill the cow and let whatever is inside of it just die.
She says her name is Justine.
You speak cow now?
The animals, I hear voices. They talk to me.
I look at Oberon and...
Right. I am able to speak with stags because of my horns. He can speak with cows because of his horns. It's a horn magic.
It's okay, Justine. We're gonna help you. These people, they help you. They make better. They help Justine. I look to Elia. Help Justine. She in pain.
I'll kneel beside Justine and I guess lay my hand on her and just like stroke her for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's beyond help, Twig.
No, she'll be okay. She'll be okay. She hurting. She'll be okay.
Yeah, whatever is inside of her is like trying to claw its way out.
Oberon would notice this and he's like, "Here, I'll help." And he draws the already knocked arrow in his bow and he fires a...
Elia backs away when she sees him draw his bow.
Arrow. He fires an arrow to the stomach.
Hiram wants to grab Twig and maybe hold him still in case Twig tries to take an arrow to save.
Yeah. The arrow kind of fires its way into the stomach of Justine, the cow, or the sow, I suppose. And the arrow kind of punctures her stomach, and you hear the creature kind of once again moan out in agony as the blow was not like an immediately fatal cut or wound. It just kind of punctures her stomach and just goes... But as that happens, whatever you punctured within, whatever incision you've made of that arrow, is being used by a hand, a clawed black hand, which is using that incision from the arrow to rip apart the flesh of the stomach lining and to pull itself out of the womb. And you see a creature appearing out from this, no larger than a small boy or girl, with a strange alien head and dark black skin. But the claws of this creature, the claws of it are almost like a foot long. They're absolutely huge, and they seem to be connected to its fingers, very intimately. It doesn't look like there's a big distinction between claw and finger. It's just one long kind of almost like bone-like appendage. And it's just kind of ripped its way out of this with a strange kind of alien-looking head and a jaw, a teeth. Whatever this thing is does not look like a cow whatsoever. You guys can roll me a nature check on this one.
How out there is that? Like, is this completely alien, Will? Would I know this from a normal forest? Whatever this thing is.
This nature check is not necessarily what it is, but like creatures that it might be like.
Is it undead?
It is not.
It is not undead. Okay, so I will not get advantage on it.
Let's see what these rolls were here. We got
17.
40. So, Hiram and Oberon, you guys from your own lives, Hiram on the farm, being used to working with farm animals, and Oberon being in the forest, of course, this kind of makes sense that you guys have an understanding of what this creature might be. You understand that this cow couldn't have naturally given birth to something like this, and indeed it didn't really give birth to it. It seemed to be in a great deal of pain. And the pain and suffering which the cow was suffering through, and still is in his death throes, you understand that this thing is most likely a parasite. This creature's been living inside the cow for some time, perhaps was even born inside there by another creature, and it's been growing in there for some time until finally it's time to pull itself out, and now is that time. So we are going to roll initiative as we launch into this combat here, but I thought it might be interesting for you guys to have an idea of what sort of being this one might be. So let's get an initiative on the go. I'll roll a combat music here. There we go.
Wow, we're really ready to go on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yep. Yeah. You guys are ready. Okay. Hiram, what did you roll, my friend?
6.
Good lad. Oberon.
I rolled a 10.
Elia.
11.
Wow. Twig.
6.
Higher dex between Twig and Oberon?
I think Twig has
me.
the higher dex.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cow itself is not acting because Justine is down, but this thing is lightning fast. 15. So the closest thing you'd actually put this to, Oberon, it would be a quickling.
Okay.
So like a evil, even more evil black quickling. Yeah, the arrow pretty much pierced the cow. Went in there, didn't do a great deal of damage to the quickling-esque creature itself. So you basically just punctured the stomach and let it come out. The stomach lining of the cow itself absorbed a lot of that arrow. So it's a quickling's turn, and as the name would suggest. By the way, this isn't actually a quickling. This is just, I'll call it that because I don't want to call it its actual name. The creature launches itself towards you, Oberon, as the one who's got the bow. It's going to attack you twice on an 18. Guessing that's a hit there. Oh, you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
Yeah. 18 hits.
Yep, and a natural 20.
26 points of damage?
No, luckily not.
Okay.
Two attacks.
Like, holy crap. 2 attacks, both hit.
Oh, baby. Okay, so first attack is going to deal 10 damage to you as it kind of slices you up. And the next attack is going to be a mean one. Because that's the nat 20. 7 damage, actually less. So you take 17 slashing damage from this creature.
I'm at -2 health.
There you go. So you go down to 0 and are knocked out as this creature just launches itself towards you and sinks its dagger-like fingers into his flesh. So, Elia, it's your turn.
I'm gonna throw a Sacred Flame, I believe I have that. Yeah, Sacred Flame.
Yes. Oh man, I hope the Sacred Flame works this time around.
Yeah,
okay.
DC 13, dex save.
Perfect. Oh man, this creature's got a pretty good dex save. Let's see, you're on a ship plus 4. There we go. 10!
Yeah, 6 radiant damage.
Baby, alright. 6 damage. Okie dokie. Anything else you want to do?
I guess rush over to Oberon and like kneel next to him.
Okay.
Ready to do
some healers.
Later. Yeah.
Oberon, it's your turn.
Alright. Well, what do I gotta do?
You gotta roll me a death saving throw.
Okay.
Hey.
Death save 19.
That is 1 success. Congratulations. Twig, your turn. You just see the Sacred Flame. It's just fucking terrifying.
Yeah, so I'm betwixt with grief over the loss of Justine. I'm going to fire into a rage and I'm just going to charge this thing down, pull the twig or lump of wood off my back and swing wildly at it.
When was betwixt a meme? Like, that was a thing once, right?
It was as well. We've been through a lot.
Yeah.
Like, when I say words, I'm like, that was a thing once. So I'm going to hit it for a 19 versus AC.
19's definitely going to hit.
This is going to get my rage bonus. That's going to be 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, baby. Okay, 12 points of bludgeoning damage. It's pretty tasty. This creature looks wounded.
And I kind of let forth a blood-curdling moo/growl.
Yes, a moo
and
growl.
Stand in front of it, staring it down.
A mowl. Do you think Twix should get a horn attack? You could definitely try and attack someone with a horn sometime. Oberon, it is your turn.
It's Hiram.
Sorry, you are right. Yep, Hiram.
Okay. Hiram, he's definitely caught off guard by how nasty this creature swings, and obviously Elia and Oberon are going to need a buffer while they finish like Resurrect, getting him back up. So he's going to leap down next to Twig, kind of forming a barrier between the two comrades behind, and he's just going to like aim a finger at this creature and you, hands off my buck, boy, and Witch Bolt, spin his nat 20 right in the face.
Nice. That critty. Spending that critty. So roll that damage.
The 2d12.
Oh shit, that's gonna hurt. 2d12.
Yeah. 15 lightning damage.
15 lightning damage. Very nice, very nice.
He's still up.
It was almost dead. How do you want to describe to me like a near death blow from this thing?
I imagine like he puts his finger out.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like let's see how good my fingers are, and like touches it on the nose.
What a terrifying thing to say.
Let's see how good my fingers are.
Well, he's using his fingers to kill people.
That's right, he is trying to finger you to death.
It's fingering us to death.
Yeah.
I didn't have that spell yet. He so it deal like that, and then as a bonus action, he's going to Hungry Jaw this guy for a good old bite.
Yep. Gun him on the fingers, straight in with a bite.
Plus that, 7. Nah.
Nope. Not gonna do it.
Nope.
All right. Hiram's turn. It's the Quigling's turn. Let's have around 2. Who's taken on Oberon and now is determined now to take on either Hiram or Twig. It's going to go 1 in on Twig. That's actually an 8, my apologies. Versus your armor
It's
class.
actually a miss.
Well, you're a fucking cow. Also, an 8 versus Hiram as well.
That's a good old dodgeroonie.
Forget it.
His fingers are not as good as
Forget about it. Elia, it's your turn.
Yes, she's gonna attempt to use a healer's kit on Oberon because I'm actually out of healing spells. So.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So that just stabilizes him, right?
What was it you were doing? Sorry.
Use a healer's kit charge.
Oh yeah, your healer's kit. I believe. Let's check. I think you might be right. It may do It may heal if you have the healer feet.
If you have the healer's feet, it does. Yeah, but I don't have that yet.
Yeah, it stabilizes a creature without needing to make a medicine check. Yeah. So you stabilize Oberon, who's no longer dying. He's just unconscious.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
So Oberon, you're unconscious. Unless you got anything else you want to do, Elia? Sorry.
No, that's
Okay.
my action. I'll just continue to kneel next to him and make sure
Alright.
he's stabilized.
Absolutely. All right. So Oberon kind of basically passes his turn, really, as you're dead but not dying. Twig.
Swing.
Swing. Man, I feel so bad. Oberon either like gets killed or disappears in fights.
I just get mauled. It's like.
Oh, sorry, carry on.
Oh no, it's the 15 armor class, bro.
Right. Yeah.
What I'll do, I'll recklessly attack this time.
Ooh,
I've torn myself up. I've seen like Justine kind of. Is she still alive?
She's just about, you know.
So I want to just end this thing as quick as I can. So recklessly attacking. It's going to be a 23 versus AC.
That's going to be a hit. Yeah, don't have a cow, man.
That's going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
How would you like to kill this creature?
I want to cave in its face, so knock it to the floor, then repeat. That's my trademark, is smash it to the floor and cave in its face. And don't stop hitting until someone pulls me away.
That was exactly what I was doing just before they arrested me. So,
And that's why you got fired from the orphanage as well, Stuart.
Exactly, but never been charged. never been charged.
Oh god, that's another one.
So the group of you, the combat is over. Congratulations, and you guys find yourselves with an unconscious but stable Oberon out in the kind of swamplands with this dead creature, and it just kind of shrivels up like a fucking raisin, to be honest, and dies on the ground from whence it came. This parasitic form forming up into a kind of coiled noodle.
I have the Cunning Artisan feature as a lizard folk, which lets me, as part of a short rest, I can harvest bone and hide from a slain beast, conjure blah blah blah, to make a shield, a club, javelin, or some darts. Is there any way I can look at these knifey fingers on his hand and make something out of those?
Sure. Is there a check you make with the Cunning Artisan?
Requires a blade or appropriate artisan tools. I don't see anything about a check. I can check the Bolo's guide while...
No, that's fine. I think you're right. Let's have like a survival check to see what you can fashion out of like Edward fucking Scissorhands here.
Natural one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's weird figuring out how to phrase this. Now, when he was alive, they were like super rigid and taut, and like, you know, bony. Now they're like limp, flaccid.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you know, like a wet noodle. You know? It's like
my life.
It's like a wow. It's like a it's like a spaghetti noodle. When it was dry, it was like, you know, straight, and now it's wet. It's noodly and delicious.
I just tossed the corpse to the side.
I ain't no use getting anything out of this thing. Now, what about this guy? What's how long is he gonna be out?
As I look at Oberon.
It might be a while. Do we want to set up camp here, or do we want to?
Well, I can tow him.
Yeah, try to carry him to this doctor. Maybe the doctor can help.
No, we rest. We need to care for Justine.
That's okay. That sounds a good idea there, Twig. Anyone gonna take I can take the first watch, I suppose. And you stay with him. Good, Eli, and I guess Twig, you settle your final moments with your Justine over here.
I'll go back to comforting her, stroking her face. Like Oberon's just passed out somewhere on the floor, and I'm comforting this dying cow.
So you guys set up your camp. Oberon, you can roll me a d4. And we'll see how long it takes for you to live.
All right.
Let's see, an hour. Okay, so not bad. So Twig, you go and sort of... I mean, she's still alive. Do you want to kind of put her out of her misery?
No, I don't understand that. I'm just going to sit and watch.
Yeah, you just sit and watch Justine die. Like a creepy kid. And the rest of you guys take some rest. It's an hour later when Oberon kind of wakes up, coming round to consciousness, feeling like shit.
Hey, Buck. Nice to see you opening your eyes now.
I was not prepared.
Well, hey, you know, you got us now watching your back, so even if something happens, we're here for you.
Oh, really? That makes me feel so much better after I was mauled by a quickling.
Well, look, it's not my fault that you just don't know what to quite say. I'm just going to piss him off if I say anything anymore. And I go, Eli, you talk to him, doctor him, give him the bedside talk about what he needs to work on and physical therapy. Shit, I don't know. Go back to looking.
He'll be right.
Oh,
thanks, religion.
Thanks, Doc.
Hey, she's only level 2, damn it.
Good one, God. Alright. Anything else you guys want to be doing other than sort of resting up?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Oberon, because I should have done this before, but I didn't know when the right time was. Oberon kind of stands up and he starts like dusting himself off. And as he dusts himself off, a layer of frost begins to accumulate all over his armor as Faustus, with the unseen hand, gives him the ability to cast Armor of Agathis.
Cool.
Armor of Agathis lasts for an hour. Its protective magical force surrounds you, manifesting a spectral frost that covers you and your gear. I gain 5 temporary hit points for the duration. If a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage. So I'm going to just keep myself stable with 5 little hit points.
5 wee hit points. All right. So the next 6 to 8 hours pass, and you guys come back up to full HP, the group of you take your rest. And by the time that this rested over, it's coming towards dawn. And you're feeling a little bit better about the whole thing, you know? Like, things might be alright. You killed the weird quickling thing, but at least there are cows, right? Maybe that means that people are nearby.
Is the cow still alive? Or is it...
Nah.
No, I watched it die.
Okay.
All right.
Honestly, officer. I just watched it die.
I didn't put out its misery at all.
Oh, in that case, that's fine, kid.
Killed its kid.
It must have put the dress on itself, officer.
Wow.
Get slowly in the forest. Anyway.
Why does it have a
I don't know
collar
what
on?
it's turned into, but it ain't no bull.
Why is there a sack of milk here?
A sack's funnier, like a burlap sack.
A burlap sack of milk.
Someone keeps stealing my milk.
A milk burglar?
Why is it always...
A ham burglar? A dairy thief?
I'm sorry. Oberon, are you okay?
I'm fine. Took me by surprise.
I understand you weren't trying to hurt Justine. You saw that thing, and I respect you for that. Understand that.
I didn't want anything to happen to you, Mr. Twig.
I would... Okay. I look after you better next time as well. Maybe I was a little bit slow reacting to pay you a lesson, and maybe that went too far.
I take Twig, and I kind of give him a light headbutt with to where our horns clack, kind of deal.
I have no idea of any social things at all, so I'm just a bit perturbed and put back. Like,
okay.
All right. Now, Twig, could you do me a favor?
What is?
I pull out a water skin. Could you go fill this at the local or the surrounding river?
Yeah, no problem.
And I point off in a direction. I said, there is a river that way. Hiram, go with him just in case anything weird happens.
Perfect for scouting for rivers, good sir.
I kind of trump off after following him behind.
Good job.
All right. Where you guys headed out to?
we're just going to a local river. I think he wants to get Elia alone.
Oh, I see.
I heard
Okay.
like
I
jazz
want to
playing
get.
when we
I'm
left.
trying to get Twig along.
Wow.
I heard you put people in dresses.
You into girls in dresses too?
Yeah, that's out of character. Text me, all right? Get my DMs.
Okay.
Slide all up in them. All right. So Elia and Oberon, you guys are left alone in camp.
Right. So what is going on with you?
I don't know. This is crazy, man. Who was that guy that was talking to us?
Well,
you seem to know him.
He hasn't given me a name, but on my plane of existence, we had a great barbarian warlord who sold himself to a devil once. His name was Faustus Iceblood. He was a tyrant, but he was also a very vicious fighter. He was killed by his men and left in the snowy peaks of Stoneback Mountain to die. He met an ice demon similar to the King of Frost and made a deal with him. And for the power that the Ice King has seemed to bestow on me, he gave the ice demon his body as a vessel. Faustus went back and slaughtered all of his men, family, everybody, and raised them up as undead minions. He was the first necromancer in the war of the Season of Decay. So as homage, I named the Ice King Faustus.
But he's not necessarily the same.
Not that I know of. He's never told me his real name, which would be dangerous for a demon to tell somebody their true name, because names are very powerful.
There is definitely power in naming things. He does not seem like someone we should be associating with. I really wish I could reach Shantia. She would know what to do.
Well, unfortunately, your god, he's not here on this plane. So you need to find faith in not a divine being, but yourself. Your power comes from faith, not necessarily in Shantia. She gives you boons. She gives you abilities when you pray to her, but most of your magic, most of your power comes from your faith in her. Just have faith in yourself that you are doing Shantia's will, and I think you will be just fine.
Yes. That sounds like wise words. Thank you, Oberon.
Right. Now, when they come back with that water skin, we will set out.
Any plotting Twig and Hiram want to do out in the woods together?
Because Hiram, he's going to be talking to Twig. Twig's been through quite a good bit. Just Twig, it's just kind of interesting, the parallels that we might see. You, most of the dwarves that I've known in my time tend to be city folk to a degree, wear a lot more clothes and such, whereas most people like me are fairly primitive. But here I am, being the well-talking, civilized one, and here you are, one with nature, one with the wilderness. It's funny how life throws that at you, I say as I scoop up some water.
I do not care for these things. People in these towns, they live in cages, and it seems to make them unhappy. They have to do things they don't like to survive. I just need food. I live where I want. Why would anyone choose that over living free?
I suppose some people don't really have a choice. Some people are born and raised and trained to be that way. I guess kind of like me. I do love the woods, but sometimes I miss a roof over my head at night.
But you need to shut yourself in little tiny cage to go toilet.
No, we're not that far into the city. Good Twig. We dig a hole.
And you have people that put hats on and tell you what to do. They wear fancy hats and think they're above other people because they have special blood. I hear all about cities. It makes no sense to me.
I suppose that's why my folks, my pa, the only one who I really took any orders from, why we stayed away from the cities for the most part, near the woods, enough to have a sampling of both sides, I suppose, but away from the men with the hats, as you might say.
At least you know a bear will cut you down when he sees you, but men can stab you in back and smile to your face. I do not understand these things. I find it difficult enough being with you people in the forest. I much prefer being with the animals like Justine. She told me her story before she died. She was pregnant, she was happy. And it was taken away from her.
Well,
Do you hear the animals? I hear lizards like you. They chitter and talk.
Well, sometimes I do hear a bit. Not a whole lot, though. I'm fairly removed.
They talk to me. All the animals talk to me. At first in the forest, I was lonely for a long time. I spent a long time on my own. I talked to self, but then the animals talk to me. I hear so many voices. I had so many friends.
Well, then, when you do hear the animals talking to you again, let me know what they're telling you.
Okay.
Because I do miss. We did hear quite a few at our home. We had our own cows for milk. We had chickens for eggs. We had a nice little place, and I do miss it. So let's just get through with this and find the main character with the hat, the child, and let's take his hat off.
Yeah, what problem to be child? I'm not sure why they did.
It's a little kid. When I was a kid, I had teeth and muscles and tail. I could tear into grown-up people. I mean, what's this human kid going to... this is going to be a cakewalk.
I just want to get home. I reckon I can hurt one kid to get home. But keep an eye on Oberon, okay? He seems different, but he seems overconfident. He seems to get hurt a lot.
Yeah, it is true. Some people, some people get hurt on the outside, and some people get hurt on the inside, and maybe just because with some people you can't see their pain doesn't mean they aren't in. Just like with you and Justine, did that not hurt you too? Did you not feel wounded?
It made me sad. But things die. It is part of nature. I sad, but that's the way things go. It's not normal death, though. I don't know. And Alaya, I don't know how to talk to female. Maybe you what is something I say that you can say to her? She seems to have lost something. She seems lonely. What can I say? What you say in city?
The few times I've been to a city, which is just to sell my wares, sometimes we'd run into folks like her, but people like her, they believe in more than just the natural world. They follow, let's just say, big hats. Giant, he's like makes stuff like a Pope hat. And whereas you and I can live perfectly fine without hats, I say, and I take off my purple top hat. Some folks like Alaya, well, her hat has been removed, and I think there's another hat trying to get in the way of her previous one. So maybe if
we're talking about condoms. What's going on here?
Okay, so maybe we pretend we saw her lady. That maybe say we found her lady. That makes her feel better. We go back.
Yes, the Shantae. I don't know too much about Shantae. Shall I roll to see if I can?
Sure, you can roll a religion.
How much
check.
I know or how much I don't know.
Yeah, sure, why not?
7. I'll role play the 7. We gotta get her excited, because she might be kind of glum. We can't have her. She has those inside wounds, like I told you about. Oberon's got the outside wound. She's got the inside wound. You gotta make it better. Say we saw Shantae. Yeah. What did she say to us? When Shantae came, did she say anything? Did she visit us? We got to brainstorm here.
I'll be honest. I don't really listen about Shantae. She talked about her a lot. I kind of switched off.
Okay, well,
you're pretty sure she's like okay, kind of like good.
Yeah, she's one of a nice. She wears a nice hat.
I say she smiled at me. She smiled.
She smiled. She came and she smiled. That's good.
All right.
That's good.
You guys head back to the camp and you see Oberon and Ellie are together at the campfire, just as it's beginning to get to dawn.
Well, hell alive! Won't believe what we've seen.
Hiram, what did you see? Hopefully some water for one.
Oh,
I got water.
Yeah. Tell me what we saw, Twig.
We saw a Funze, a Shantae. We saw a Shantae. She smiled. She said, "Tell Elia she good."
Yeah. She says she misses you, but that you should not miss her because there's still a connection. You know, like the hat and the wait. No, I'm talking to you, not him.
She says she's following you and she hear you. So speak back. That's what she said.
Yeah. But don't let the wrong I guess force take hold. You know, just remember, never forget.
Elia just kind of drops to her knees and just sort of starts weeping into her hands, like.
Oh
no! I said the wrong thing.
No. It's sometimes it's up to the side. See, sometimes when people get excited, they might have tears come out. That's them letting out their joys, as my mama used to say. So she's just letting that good spirit out.
I'm gonna roll an insight to see if I can tell if they're lying.
Roll against my deception.
Sure, roll me a deception check.
Oh fuck. Fuck.
I want to roll my deception.
Yeah, roll deception.
I got a 1.
Let's see. So we got a 1, a 14. You can roll me an insight check there, Elliot, to see if these guys are just totally having you on.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she knows you guys are fucking over. Twig,
she's just like so overwhelmed though, like even though she knows that she like has that feeling like this doesn't seem like it's quite logical, because why wouldn't Shantia just talk directly to her? She's just still so just like, oh my god, any sign of Shantia, like she's just weeping, and yeah. Okay. It's actually making it like worse for her, just like this feeling of like, yeah.
Loss, yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Making things better.
So I'm trying to help.
Trying to fix it.
Why can't I fix you? Yeah. So the rest of you guys, after letting Ellie have a little bit of a breakdown there, press on with your advance to find this doctor somewhere out in the Barovian marshes, and as you do so. Continuing onwards, let me roll. You can roll me a survival check here, Oberon, as you once again lead the party.
All right. Got that 17.
Oh damn! So you head through the forest until you come out of the forest at the end of the next day, traveling for a good 8 to 10 hours walk through this pretty muggy and marshy territory. And you come out and you see an island. The island itself is fairly small, and it seems as though there is a building upon it. There are lights on in the building in the distance, so it seems like someone is home. It looks like a pretty huge building as well, like a mansion, estate kind of deal. There is water between you and it, however.
I bend down. And I mentally call to Faustus, and I say, Faustus, is there any way that I could try to freeze a path across this water?
Oh, aye, if you got any cold thing there, you can definitely freeze water. It might take you a wee while, though. There's a lot of water between you and there.
maybe make like a little ice boat.
Oh, I like that idea. Give it a go. I can't help you anymore.
Can I do a perception check just to see if there's a boat?
Sure, yeah. Roll me a perception check.
Oberon.
I got 3.
Yeah, you only spot a sack of milk, and that's not going to do you any good.
I'm just going to probably get in the water.
Yeah, I'll drop trow and I'll get in the water.
Drop what?
Drop trow.
Okay. Just checking.
I will undress.
Thank you. I mean, what?
Oberon still thinks that his idea of making like little ice little
boat?
float
yeah.
ice boat. So he puts his hand to the water and tries to like freeze maybe like a little ice disc that he could stand on and like row himself, kind of like a gondola.
Yeah, roll me like an Arcana check here. This isn't going to be like a super good structure, but it might be something.
No.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've got, like, what you've managed to create is a large ice cube, and it's not very easy to stand upon. You think you could probably balance on it on the water, but it's no bigger than, like, just about big enough for your feet to be on. So, it's going to be risky, but at least it's something.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm gonna cast off with that. Sorry, Elia. And I use my bow kind of as like a paddle to hit the bottom of the. How shallow is this lake?
It looks pretty deep, actually. Yeah, you can't see the bottom of it, and the water is pretty dark and brackish.
All right, so he's gonna kind of squat and kind of like cup his hands and kind of propel himself forward. Sorry, Elia, I couldn't make anything bigger.
Hiram, I guess, will kind of size up Elia and I could probably, tote you across and just hop on the back, and I'll just do my little thing right there.
I would appreciate that. Thank you, Hiram.
All right. Wow, you feel about 15% lighter than I thought you would be.
Yes, yeah. It's odd. This place. It seems to make me feel light inside. It must be the emptiness that Shantia left behind.
Well, let's give you some light on the outside, and I cast light on her.
I look over at him. Are you trying to lead a beacon in the dark?
Oh, I don't know. Are you trying to make yourself a nice, cool glass of fresh, sweet tea over there, digging in this water with your icicles? Let's see you get across. I'll race you. I'm carrying a friend. And I start paddling across.
Yeah, and I'm in the meantime, I'm backstroking naked across the water.
And then I say, "Wait, Twig, quick, get to the back of this ice cube and just swim."
You see something moving in the water that isn't Twig.
Oh fuck!
Wait a minute, that's not Twig.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can see it?
Yeah.
Or do we all see it?
Yeah, you can roll me a perception check.
I got a 19.
Nice.
How far did I get in the time they were messing around
Well,
with ice cubes?
it sounded like you were going for it. So you're like 100 feet away from him at this point.
Am I close? Which side am I closer to now?
So you're about halfway there. Yeah, you're about halfway
I'm
there.
going to carry on trying to go. I'm going to try and attempt to speed up.
So behind you, you see, not far behind you, probably about 15 feet, you see that something is coming out of the water towards you. Not so much a shark fin, and more like a closest thing you can put towards would be like a crocodile or an alligator.
That's me.
Going towards it, yeah, going toward the water towards you. It's not a corn gator, luckily. But you do see that it's got kind of like black membraney skin as well. It seems like a less horny and scaly than a crocodile, and more like a weird dinosaur thing, I suppose. From what you can make out at the moment, it's difficult to see.
Well, I'm not going to be caught off guard this time. And I take some water and I kind of like cup myself a cupful of water.
I cup myself.
So you got a drink to watch me get eaten. Yeah.
Well, no, he takes like a cup of water and he
don't mind if I do.
He speaks
has a shower.
Yeah.
Speaks an incantation, and kind of like rubs the water on his body, his armor, and casts.
He just fucking pours water all over himself.
And, I write a small memo to myself.
and
buy a sack of milk.
Armor of Agathis.
Get milk on the way home.
Gained 5 temporary hit points and
wait, all that for I take care of myself.
Well, no, it's like the material is a cup of water.
Exfoliate.
Yeah, exactly. It's important.
So I gain 5 hit points, and if I get hit while having those hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage.
Nice.
How about you cast Save the Fucking Dwarf? There's a dinosaur trying to eat me.
I don't have that ability. Please try again in the next couple levels.
Can I attempt to like duck and weave?
Yeah, let's roll some initiative here. Okay. So we have a turn order. Rawr, sexy.
No, damn.
Oh damn, girl.
It's pretty much in reverse order, Will, if you can see roll 20.
Okay, so Ellie on a 14. We got Hiram on a 12. Oberon on a 9. Twig on a 5. And this thing isn't particularly dexterous. 8. Okay, so sandwiched in between you is the creature. So we've got Elia going first, followed by Hiram, Oberon, the creature, and then finally Twig. So Elia, you're about 100 feet away from this creature in the water, and Twig, what would you like to be doing?
I mean, I can't really, like, I'm dependent on Hiram in terms of movement.
That is true.
So, I'll just be like, Hiram, over there, we need to go help Twig, and basically ready Sacred Flame for if we get within 60 feet of it.
Alright, very cool. Okay, yeah, so you're on the Ice Cube raft. Hiram, it's your turn.
Yeah, he's just going to, full steam ahead, and
of course,
his tail to just move, run, get up 60 feet. Like, all right, now I'm getting you in close there. You better land a good little magic doohickey on this fella.
All right then. So Oberon, Ice Cube McGee.
How far away from him am I?
You are 100 feet away at this point.
100 feet.
Yeah.
I am going to ready an action for frostbite, and I'm going to jump in the water and start swimming towards the creature.
Oh shit! Okay, roll me an athletics check to get over there quick.
Let's see. Oh, hit that 21.
This. Oh baby, yeah, 21's nice. So on a 21, you kind of like just dash over there, going through the water. It's pretty fucking freezing cold water as well, and it smells rank. But you're getting close towards them. And you can see this kind of creature rising out of the water. He's got this huge head, which is like really wide but thin, like as thin as a crocodile's head, but super super wide, like an alien lookalike kind of thing. And his black membraney fingers and a big jaw. I mean, this head is connected to a big maw, which opens up 2 tiny eyes either side of its head. Creature gets its turn. It's gonna try and attack you. Twig, with a lash of its tail. It launches itself towards you with a big bite on an 18 versus your armor class.
That's a hit.
Alright, you're considered, in fact, roll me a strength saving throw.
16?
Pretty good. You take 5 damage. This thing clamps down on you and tries to hold you in its grasp. You can feel it trying to keep you in here. Unfortunately for it rather, you managed to wrestle away from its grasp, so you're not grappled. That is Twig, your turn.
So can I make an attempt to? I've got this log on my back. Can I try and jam its jaw closed when it comes, just to give me that a little bit more time to swim off?
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you want a strength check, or what would you like to be able to do that?
Yeah, let's do Let's do a strength check. Let's do that.
So to jam this kind of my weapon in its mouth, it's kind of leaving me without a weapon, but I just need to get away. That's going to be a 20 versus whatever you want to check against.
Okay, let's see. What was that? A 20. Okay, damn, yeah. So describe to me what you want to pull off here.
So I'm attempting. I've got this big log which I carry on its back. So as it's trying to chomp down on me the next time, I'm going to wedge this log in its mouth, so it's kind of stuck in its mouth, and I'm going to use that time to try and swim away from it and get to shore as much as I can.
Okay, very cool. Okay, so yeah, you push this thing away and push out towards the closest that you can, towards the shore, and you're not far away at this point. So that is the top of round 2. Elia, I believe you've been, in fact, if we go back to round 1, you should have been able to use your ready action, yeah?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Right. I should have done a Sacred Flame, sorry.
No worries, no worries.
So that's a DC 13 dexterity save from the creature.
Yeah, dexterity.
Did I also get 40 feet closer?
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Frostbite since I'm within range.
Oh, damn, it's saved, but it's only 1 damage anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see. The creature has to take a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
Nice.
Towards the end of its next turn.
Rolled an 11?
That actually hits my DC.
Nice.
Right on. So.
Oh damn! Okay, fair. All right. So it gives it a go, and just about managed to pass. All right, that is the ready turn. Stop around to Elia. Your actual turn on turn 2 here.
She is going to again attempt to fling a Sacred Flame at the creature. So another DC 13. Please don't make it this time. That's 8 radiant damage.
Oh man, okay. 8 radiant. Let's see. Dex is a 10.
Yes!
Yes! Thank goodness.
Zap.
Whatever. Alright. That takes it 8 damage. Very nice. Takes it like a fool. And it is Hiram's turn.
Okay, Eli, do you want me to drop you off here, or do you want to still be backpacking on the back of me, so there's like a little gunboat?
How deep is the water here? Because I don't think Elia can swim.
The water looks pretty deep.
Okay, I'll have her stay on my back, and I will kind of get within, I guess, 20 feet of both Twig and the creature.
Okay.
And just let out a Witch Bolt, and I will use my Tides of Chaos so that I gain advantage on 1 attack roll. Once I do so, I must finish the long rest while I can use it again, but then anytime before I regain the use of the feature, you can have me roll on the Wild Magic Surge table immediately after I cast a sorcerer spell of 1st level or higher.
Yeah!
Which I then regain the use again.
Cool.
So Witch Bolt at advantage.
Ah!
Whoa! My laugh.
Okie dokie, alright. That's not gonna hit.
Okay, yeah, the water's real murky. It's hard to see out there.
Okay. Let's go to... That's Hiram's turn. Oberon.
All right, so I'm going to attempt to cast Frostbite again. And he'll have to take another Constitution saving throw.
Let's do that. Let's see if he can make it. 11. Oh, damn. He keeps getting right on that.
Oh, all right. Shoot. Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, that is your turn. The creature gets a turn. It's given up on Twig because he's going splashing away on the shore at this point, but this thing's going to head back towards you guys. It will have a go at Hiram. Why not?
Well, what, boy?
Yeah. 10 versus your armor class.
10 will not hit.
Oh,
I am a craftier. I'm more evolved than you are, dinosaur thing.
Yeah, you look inside its mouth, and there are like rows of jagged, poisonous-looking teeth. You know, if you get clamped by this thing and it starts grappling you, that's probably when it starts fucking you. That's his turn. Which is... Wow. Okay.
The anatomy on these creatures
or as
are
Will
very...
calls it, foreplay.
Wow. Wow, how did you... Anyway, Twig, it's your turn.
So can I make it to shore now? I'm
Yes.
literally just gonna, so when I get to shore, I'm just gonna start gathering up some rocks or anything that I can use to throw, but I'm guessing that's gonna be my turn.
Yes.
Or have I got... Yeah.
You could lob something at it.
I'll make a dexterity attack 7.
Yeah.
So I imagine I skimmed some stones and I'm very pleased with myself, but I don't hit it.
It pretty much just kind of skims across the waves and into the lake for a second, just sort of straight in there.
I missed, but it was a 3-er.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That is your turn. Twig, top around 3. Elia, Hiram, and Oberon are caught on the other side of this creature. And Elia, it's your turn.
Again with the sacred flame. Shantia, help me.
Help me out here, girl.
Oh god, 1 radiant. It's not exactly.
God damn, what is it with that
13
roll?
Save again.
Jeez.
That's terrible rolling.
In before he rolls 30.
30. Holy shit, okay.
Nailed it.
Elliot, do you want to move? I guess, yeah, you're kind of stuck on this,
Yeah, kind of can't.
Kind of caught. Alright, it's between you and the shore at the moment, and Hiram, it's your turn.
Okay, so Twig is safe on the shore.
Yeah, looks it.
Elia and I are not all that safe next to this creature. So what I might do is try to book it to get Elia to the shore, to drop her off at least, and then go back to help out Oberon. Can I get Elia to the shore and still have an action?
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
Okay, well, I'll kind of get her to where she's still in the shallows, maybe where I'm still trying to draw some aggro onto this creature towards me from this creature, like kind of rush back at him and witchbolt him some more.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Damn.
Ah, man, these witchbolts. Nope.
Well,
Ain't happening. This guy's intense.
Witches be crazy.
Which would be crazy. Oberon, your turn. You're still stuck between it.
We're gonna go for that frostbite.
Yeah. I mean, in a way, like, Hiram and Elia are as safe as this Twig. It's kind of just Oberon still in a war at this point. Still chum. Let's see if this guy can roll less than 11 for once in his life. Roll a 3.
All right, sweet. He takes 1d6 cold damage and has disadvantage on the next weapon attack
Very
he makes
sweet.
before the end of its turn.
Nice.
It takes 3 cold damage.
3 cold damage. It's enough to slow it down that if you wanted to move, he'd have disadvantage on his attack of opportunity. If you wanted to move past him, he's frozen enough that he'd have disadvantage on his attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this chance to get to shore.
Okay, he'll give it a go. Come on. No, 10 versus your armor class.
Nope.
Get out of here. Fuck him. Alright, so you guys don't kill this creature, but you are fast enough to escape to the shore and escape its clutches. And it sinks back down into the water away from you.
Twig will be like on the shore shaking his fist at it, and then he'll realise that he's naked still. He's just like jumping up and down, raising his fist.
You're shaking more than your fist, boy. Cover up.
Where did you put your clothes? That's the question I have.
On the drying rack, on the horns.
Oh, I see. Good, okay. Glad you haven't left those behind permanently.
I haven't got a weapon now. I had 3 items. I had a stick, some trousers, and a rope. And now I've not got the stick anymore.
Well, in a way you do.
That's a log, Will.
I look over at Twig and I say, "Where's your stick?"
I point it. I put it in its mouth.
Oh,
it was gonna eat me.
Well, you're no use to us without a very, very dangerous weapon. For now, and I unsheath my longsword and I hand it to him. I say, use this. Just jab them with the pointy end.
I think I can work that out. Thank you.
Good. All right. So the doctor's in there. We just got attacked by a giant lake swamp creature. This is great. This is fun. Is anyone else having fun?
Well, knowing our luck, that was the doctor.
Oh. I turn back at the swamp.
Twig has no idea what a doctor is, so he believes you. Should we go back and ask him?
No, Oberon, this is how you make death saves, and I pull them away from the water.
All right. I guess we go in there and we demand to know where Strahd's spirit is.
Yeah, Eli, you're good at doctoring and stuff. Maybe you should be the one to talk to him.
I can do that, yeah.
All right. And Oberon kind of like goes like this towards Aaliyah, trying to push her towards the door.
Yeah. I'm not going in.
Yeah.
She's a little bit reluctant and stuff, but yeah, she'll start inching towards the door and sort of knock on it. Hello?
Oh, come on. You need a louder knock. Hit the door. Punch it. Go ahead, Twig. Show her.
I go and punch the door. Like a full-on haymaker.
Yeah, oh yeah. Give me a strength check. Punch the door.
19 versus door's AC.
Yep. That is a hit against the door's AC.
It knocks.
Yep. The door absolutely knocks.
That's how we knock.
It goes dong. There are some lights on inside. And you hear some shuffling from within. And a few moments later, the little eye hole kind of like peeps open. You hear a voice. Who's there?
Hi, my name is Elia. We're here to see the doctor, I believe.
I don't have any patience anymore.
We've been sent by Katrina or something like that. Some lady. Catelyn, that's the one. She's with the teeth and the she's a bit scary, but she sent us this way. Yeah, the teeth and the boobs. She sent us this way to find out more about the child.
The what? The child?
Yes,
What do you want to know about the child for?
Well, we seem to have been charged with eliminating him from this world, and we would like some assistance with that.
Well, you best come in quickly.
And the door opens up, and you see a plague-masked figure in front of you in dark, filthy robes, and what appears to be a hospital, like a converted hospital, with different wings in it. Where previously, be the east wing of the manor, now is the patient's ward or the burn ward, etc. This figure can't see any of his face, and he smells really strongly of like herbs that overpower this kind of stench of decay and rot that you can smell underneath, that kind of sickly sweet smell.
You best come inside.
Elias kind of very taken aback and sort of takes a little bit of a step backwards. All right then. And she sort of, tries to make herself quite small and sort of inch past him into the house. Come on, guys.
I look over at Hiram. Well, we're going into a unfamiliar, dark, what seems to be a hospital. The doctor wears a plague mask, and from what we've seen, this is a very dangerous place. What could go wrong?
Nah, I think it'll be okay. I mean, after all, we're just dealing with just trouble after trouble. If something bad happens, we'll just, kill it.
Yeah. You know what? You're right. The universe owes us one.
My name is Dr. Caesar Alucard. Pleased to meet you all.
What is that on your face?
This here is a mask. Prevents me from catching any illnesses or diseases.
You look like an ugly bird.
The mask is not one meant to make me look beautiful.
You must be really ugly underneath.
Oh, trust me, you would not want to see what is underneath this mask.
No, I don't want to, but... Is it safe in there? Have you got things in there gonna hurt us?
Oh, it is safe enough for you. After all, you've got me with you.
I'll go to Hiram this time. Can we trust him, Hiram?
Yeah, probably not, but I mean, what else can we really do at this point? I mean,
okay, I follow you. I don't like cages. You keep me safe this time.
All right, that's okay. If we get put in a cage, we'll dig our way out.
This thing is caged. This building.
Well, I think I know it is a bit of a cage, but sometimes we have to deal with horrible things to get rid of even more horrible things, like this creepy little kid who's making a whole bunch of ruckus and keeping us from going home.
I can't be the strangest thing that you've seen here. Now, come inside. Would you like some refreshments, maybe?
What kind of refreshments, if you'd be so kind?
What is it that you eat?
Well, personally, I like to start my day off with a nice bit of salted grits, put on the side with some fried up eggs, slabs of bacon, and a warm cup of dark beer to wash it all down with, but they might be a little different.
Right. I'll see what I can do. It might be a little bit different from what it's like at home. I think I remember enough from my days.
And he leads you into what seems to be just this filthy kitchen with pots, unclean pans, and, you know, like rotting food. It smells really, really like rotting food, but presumably this guy can't even smell it thanks to all the herbs that are like stuffed into his beak. And he begins setting about trying to procure some kind of meat and some kind of meal for you. So he says,
"So, tell me about yourselves. I haven't heard any news for years here. I've just been in my study working on my projects. What have you all been doing? It's a marvel you've all survived."
Well, my name is Oberon. This is Hiram. This is Lyra. And this is Twig. We are the...
Oh, you are breaking up there, Alex.
He was saying that this is Oberon. This is Hiram. This is Elia, and I'm Twig.
I see.
All I really know is I was in a forest and I was tricked and I was brought here and I don't want to be here no more. We need to hurt a child or stop a child, remember a child. That is all I know. Oberon, you were saying, sorry.
Oh, I was saying that we are the disciples, the harbingers.
Oh, yes, that false prophecy business. You know, that's just made up to give some people hope, you don't you?
Well, that may be true, but I would like to ask a very specific question.
Yes, if I can help, then I'll see if I'll help.
Catelyn spoke of the spirit of Strahd, and you might know where it is located.
The spirit of Strahd von Zarevich. Interesting. I'm sure such a thing could be located. Yes. Might require some work, though. Now, see if you like this.
And he puts down a plate of maggots, which have been fried. You think? and he kind of puts down this kind of plates for you all.
I don't have anything which isn't so toxic that it'll burn out your insides, but that food should suffice, no?
I tuck it.
I let him take it.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to eat?
Let's not try to eat this.
We need to eat. It's good. It's tasty.
Oberon looks down. Well, Twig, how about you have my portion?
Okay.
All right.
And I just, instead of cramming it in one side of my mouth, I'm now cramming it in both sides of my mouth.
And since you definitely, I can tell being in this cage has made you a little uncomfortable, you can have my portion too.
Thank you. You're being nice to Twig now. I thank you. You can have some of my spare.
And I kind of hand him a pocket full of maggots that I've been keeping that aren't as nice.
Oh, that's very kind of you there, Twig. I suppose, well, it'd be rude to not be polite, I suppose. And he's like a mouthful of it and does his best to not just puke it all back up.
Yeah.
Oh, Twig, this is very good. It's I see you don't have pockets, so I can't ask where it came from, but thank you for the offer.
Twig's actually been boofing the maggots.
You've been suitcasing these maggots.
I look at you dead in the eye and tap.
I got a place.
Oh god.
Man.
Yeah, you guys bring more horror to listen than I do. The good doctor, Dr. Caesar says,
I'm so glad you enjoy it. So, we need to detect a soul, do we? To kill the child. Well, I have to say...
We need to get... there was a man we need to find the soul of. The burning man.
Yes.
Right, bones out.
I watched him burn that day after we won the war. I thought everything would be better, but, well, as you can see, I've been left here alone with my experiments, but only as long as I do as I'm told.
What is experiment?
he heads over to like a nearby window, and you see him shoot out a kind of green burst of magical energy outside that is like a flare outside the window. And he says,
that's better. Sorry, the experiments, very important work, you see. I've created the bed of the world. Where once it was bedrock, now it is maggots, the same ones you see crawling on the floor everywhere in Barovia. I was tasked with feeding the world, and I gave with quite the solution, if I do say so myself.
So you're the reason why we've been traipsing through maggots.
You're welcome. Protein, food for the creatures of the Barovia, and they have grown in size, have they not? Yes, just as was requested of Dr. Caesar.
I look to Oberon. Doesn't your new patron have some kind of connection with these over-engorged maggots?
I don't know.
Well, every time you talk to him, you come back to riding the big damn maggot.
This is true. And I call out, Faustus.
"Hey, what's it this time?" says the devil in your head.
What kind of communion do you have with maggots?
What the fuck does that mean?
Like, I want to know, do you have... What kind of connection do you have with maggots? Because every time you send me back to Barovia, I pop out of a maggot.
They're just useful for birthing you.
Oh. Ew. All right. What can you tell us about this doctor? What is his history?
He says, the doctor just makes a croaking noise. He says, I don't know. He's a strange one. Fought in the rebellion, brought down Strahd.
I see. All right. Well, thank you. I'll call again if I need any more information.
The doctor. Good.
Doctor, you say all the wildlife eat these maggots? Yeah, they're very tasty.
Yes, very, very tasty.
Like for just a second, Twig like stops shoveling in his mouth.
They wouldn't make animals sick, would they?
Sick? What do you mean?
We saw a poorly cow.
Well, I didn't say that they were all that good for you. They are food, though. The creatures do grow very large on them, do they not?
This make me like Justine.
Oh?
I like start spitting out the back.
Is it? I look down at my stomach. Is something going to be in there?
Oh, wow.
Here I am. Well, am I going to be like Justine?
It depends. You did eat a lot of them. You will grow larger. Given some time, it will be interesting to see how this works on a dwarf. See, the other creatures grow larger and they are born again in a more powerful form. Perhaps if you saw a cow, you might have seen what comes forth from that more evolved species which I've been working on for some time. And no hard feelings, of course. This is excellent science. You're doing me a favor.
Twig has just stood there with his mouth aghast, like the last few maggots crawling around in his like laid in his beard, like.
I'm gonna be like Justine. Oberon, Hiram, I don't want to be like Justine.
Oberon,
I don't want to be like Justine.
Oberon walks up to the doctor and grabs him by the beak of his mask, and he pulls him in real close, purposely bending the beak, and he says, "Look, you're going to tell us where the spirit of Strahd is. Then you're going to provide an antidote for Twig. If you don't, I'm going to feed you to the frost."
I'm afraid it's a little too late for that.
Wait, what do you mean? And Oberon begins to tug at the mask.
Yeah. He says, as you can feel like the mask is like really like welded on it. He says,
well, I may have had to send a message to those who might do you harm, the riders of the children. You see, that flare I sent outside will warn them of where you are. It's already too late. They'll be here any moment. Nothing.
Going to see it to them.
It's nothing personal, you see. If I didn't, then it would be me instead.
Well, that's very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Twig, did you hear that? He caused Justine to be in pain. He killed Justine. He's going to do the same to you, and he's just turned us in to be slaughtered by the child that was once forgotten.
Take off his hat, Twig.
Like, Twig is still, his bottom lip's kind of mumbling. Like, he's still, like, he can just picture himself as Justine, and he's just literally tried to focus himself. Can I do a check just to see if this actually gets through? Because my world's just been turned upside down.
yeah, like, run me a wisdom check. Wisdom
I'll
save.
do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
15. You reckon
Yeah.
that's enough?
Yeah, I do.
I'll kind of shake it off, and I'll like my teeth will grit, and I'll take this long sword, which like it feels a bit weird in my hand, but I'll charge him and swing at him.
All right. Give me an attack roll.
10. Ugh.
Yeah. So he basically kind of like dodges out of the way. And he's clearly insane, this guy, as he dodges out of the way from you. And you feel very strange for a moment. Not just because of the weird thing that you've just experienced, the weird maggots and what you've learnt. You hear the sound of hooves from outside drawing closer, and you feel something inside of you, Twig, and you look down at your belly, and you can feel a finger like tracing its way inside your belly, a long, thin, wickedly sharp finger. And that is where we're going to wrap up tonight's episode on the Curse of Strahd. Yay! Evil baby demons.
So I'm pregnant.
What can I say?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What can I say? So yes, that's where we're going to wrap up tonight's show of Curse of Strahd. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. Hopefully you like Barovia as much as I'm enjoying all the horrible things that are happening today. Very much enjoy Wednesdays. I get 2 games which I get to fuck with everyone with some bad shit. So let's get around the cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? Where can we find one another online? And of course, if you guys in chat enjoyed today's stream, please do let us know. Thank you so much for all the donations, all the follows and stuff today. And if you haven't already followed the stream, catch us live again tomorrow for the second episode of Brave New Worlds at 1 PM EST. And Shoals of Borigard at 5 PM. So super looking forward to that. Let's go around the cast and crew. Let's start with Rem. What do you think of tonight's show, my friend?
Had fun. We had creepy babies coming out of creepy bellies, worms, maggots, frosty things, and bonding moments with our characters. I'm ready to see some more stuff. Yeah. It's me, Rim, Insomniac Sync Online. There are all my things, my website, my Twitter. On Twitch streaming, I typically either draw D&D characters, maps, or lately I've been painting some Warhammer minis because I hate my wallet. That's me, guys. You can find me DMing Shoals of Borigard tomorrow. And if you like being Curse of Strahd, you can catch me playing Curse of Strahd also on Unmade Gaming's channel, Tuesdays at 7 Eastern Standard Time, where I'm an old lady.
Hooray. What about Sil Fulu? What do you think?
I thought it was awesome. It is definitely super freaking creepy. And Elia's just like completely flabbergasted with what's going on. She has no idea what to make of it all, and yeah, she's definitely missing the voice of her god.
Yes.
So I am a creative and sometimes gaming streamer here on Twitch as well, and those are my links. I'm also a graphic designer and illustrator, so if you need any emotes done, or for affiliates and whatever, or any channel art or whatever, do hit me up for that. And yeah, that's basically me.
Sweet. Zippy.
Hey, I'm Zippy Zippo. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. I do a bunch of games. I love playing games. I love playing role-playing games. I'm here every Wednesday for the Curse of Strahd. You can also catch me Sundays over on Henley's channel, where I play, where we're playing Torchbearer. I really enjoy D&D and tabletop games and all that other good snaz. You can find me at Twitter at this link, and at Twitch at twitch.tv /Zippy_Zippo.
Amazing. And last and most least, Gareth.
I'm not really anywhere, but I'm absolutely loving every second of this campaign. It's fucking awesome. Like every single of it's like a fan service to me. Like Will, if you've ever watched season 1, like Will nailing Askren's voice is dead on. The slurps were there. The breathing was there. It's all amazing. There's so many dotted bits of lore where I'm just like, you catch me clapping, and I'm so happy. It's so fun to play in this world, and I'm pregnant, so I was the first. I was a father last in the Storm Giant's Thunder, and now I'm going to be a mother apparently. So yeah, it's all interesting. It's creepy. It's really unnerving. And like, it's weird because I'm trying to roleplay a little bit like a toddler who just says the first thing that comes into his mind. So I've got to try and put in the weakness of a toddler as well, where he gets a little bit stunned. So it's a really obscure situation to be in, but I'm really enjoying it.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Had a lot of fun. Be back tomorrow, 1 PM Eastern, for the Brave New Worlds episode 2, which I finally get to play. Woohoo! And then at 5 PM Eastern, we've got Shoals of Beauregard. If you guys want to come along and play with myself, Rem, Sophie, Chelsea, come along, join us. That is the link for you guys right there. Other than that, here's all the social media and stuff. You can find us on YouTube as well. Our website is there, Facebook page as well, and of course Twitter, in case you want to keep up with all the D&D memes that I'm going to begin to produce, because we need to make D&D memes funny again, guys. So let's go, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to go and host a friend of ours called the Maddie Monster. She's playing some Pokemon Gold Silver right now. So let's go say hi. Let's go spend the evening, watch some fun games, take a break from D&D, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, my friends, try not to throw too many nat ones. We want to be laughing when you do. Goodbye! Bye!
All right.